Hey everybody, we are going live. I'm trying to do this. I'm just not getting the hang of doing this on on Insta Live and on Facebook Live at the same time. So hang on a second. Let's see if we can get this going. If not, I'm just going to say goodbye to Instagram and that's the way it's going to be. Okay, that's the way it's going to be today. So welcome to Oils with me, A to Z. I'm still getting a little bit better every day, but you might hear a little bit of congestion in my voice just because I still have a little bit of a raspy voice from having bronchitis and laryngitis. So I'm going to use my cinnamon spray that I used yesterday. I made yesterday. Sort of just numbs my throat out a little bit so that I can talk. So today we are doing Citrus Bliss. Citrus Bliss is so yummy, you guys. So if you've never smelled this, it smells like those orange push pops that you had when you were a kid in the summertime. Or it smells like orange sherbet or orange dream machine from Jamba Juice. There's a whole bunch of things that smell like this. Basically, it's orange, although it has a lot of citrus in it, different citruses in it, and vanilla. That's what makes it smell so awesome. So what's in it? So first of all, Citrus Bliss is one of the oils that you can use two different ways. You can use it in your diffuser, okay? So you can use it aromatically. You can sniff it right out of the bottle, or you can use it topically. And since there's a lot of citruses, and I'll get to which ones they are in a minute, but since there's a lot of citruses in this blend, you're going to want to dilute for sure. And also, citruses can be photosensitive. So if you're going to apply this on your body, you want to put it into a place where the sun doesn't shine on, or you want to apply it at night. Okay. So Citrus Bliss, what's in it? So there's wild orange, lemon, grapefruit, mandarin, bergamot, tangerine, clementine, and the kicker is vanilla absolute. Now, vanilla absolute is in its most concentrated form, and it has a calming effect and can help you with tension. So anytime you're feeling like you just crunched up and you just need to relax a little bit, Citrus Bliss is the way to go, and the vanilla is key for that. So a little bit about wild orange. Wild orange is revitalizing and energizing. It promotes alertness and focus. It can be used as a natural cleaning agent, right? So we know that all citruses are fantastic for cleaning. Lemon is an internal detoxifier. Basically, lemon cleans everything outside and in, okay? So that's a really fantastic oil for that. And it's also the oil of focus, which is really great. Mandarin is stress relieving and a really powerful antioxidant. Bergamot is uplifting and calming. It's the oil of self-acceptance. And it is, it's just one of those incredible citrus oils that it smells so good. And you know it's bergamot, right? Like, you know what you're smelling. It smells like Earl Grey tea. Tangerine contains D-limonene, and I'm going to go into limonene in 1 minute about how incredible this antioxidant is. But it can help aid digestion. Clementine is the same way. Helps with your digestion and with your mood. Now, the mood is the most important thing when it comes to citrus oils, okay? And the reason why it is so good at sort of lifting your mood is a compound called limonene. Okay, so limonene is present in all citrus oils, but it is the highest in tangerine. And so what it basically does is it helps to alleviate feelings of depression and anxiety. There are scientific studies, and I can actually link to them below, but there's scientific studies that when citrus oils, especially orange and tangerine, are diffused in dentist's office, it decreases the level of anxiety in those patients. So that's called an anxiolytic. Okay, so this happens in animals and as well as people. So you can use Citrus Bliss. You can diffuse it in your home to sort of just give a kind of a little bit of an uplifting feeling to your house. It actually makes it smell really clean and just delicious. So it's interesting because there's vanilla in here, right? The most concentrated version of the vanilla, which is vanilla absolute. That's actually, so just a tangent really quick. That is also why that vanilla is also why you cannot ingest this oil. This oil does not have a supplemental facts box anywhere on the bottle, which means you cannot ingest this oil. And the reason why you can't is because there's a vanilla absolute. Well, now vanilla absolute is the most concentrated way of experiencing vanilla. And the way that you make an absolute is different than the way that we press our essential oils. So you actually, to make an absolute, you need to use solvents that are not necessarily edible, okay? Which is why you cannot eat this. I know it smells good enough to eat, but don't eat it, okay? It's not recommended. So I'll go back from the tangent. So one of the main reasons why this is such a feel-good oil is because of this vanilla, right? So when you're a kid, and it'll remind you of being a kid, actually. So when you're a kid, we have a lot. We're actually pumped, when we're little, pumped full of basically exogenous vanilla smells. They're using vanilla to enhance, to like cover up the plastic smells in toys these days. There's a ton of vanilla, not to mention all of like the cookies and sweets and things that are happening when you're little, right? In schools and things like that. Maybe that's not happening so much anymore, but we have a huge connection between our olfactory system and our brain, right? So we know that certain smells can trigger memories. Vanilla is one of those smells that's not only pleasant, but it can trigger childhood memories in people, which is why this oil makes most people feel really good, because it reminds them of summertime, being a kid, maybe chasing that ice cream truck down the street. It's because of the orange push popness of this whole thing. So anyway, but back to limonene. Now, this is a real compound that scientists use to test mood, basically, to test mood in both animals and people. And so we want to make sure that we are including limonene in our daily sort of mood stabilizing environment, right? So Citrus Bliss, along with Serenity, Balance, and Elevation, are 4 of the dōTERRA's original mood support oils, okay? We have 6 more now, but those are the original 4. And Citrus Bliss is for when you're having feelings of stuckness, boredom, you're kind of feeling like you need a little pizzazz in your life. Citrus Bliss is the way to get it. So this is also known as the invigorating blend. And because of all of the citruses in it, it just really, it just makes you feel really at home and happy. So, like I do in every single video, I'm going to tell you the emotional benefits of this oil. Now, this oil has probably a little more emotional benefit than some other oils do, just because of the increased amount of limonene. Oops. Sorry, I'm like on my Kindle thing and it's telling me that I can't do it. Okay, so I use this book right here, Emotions and Essential Oils, and I'm going to look up Invigorating Blend. So scroll down to the blends area. Invigorating Blend is the oil of creativity. Okay, so I'm going to read a little bit. Invigorating Blend, which is Citrus Bliss, acts as a powerful fire starter. It returns motivation and drive when it's lacking. These oils are wonderful for addressing lethargy, discouragement, despondency, or a low will to live. When the soul has lost its connection to the magic in life, this blend helps restore the spark. I love that. So the negative emotions that this oil helps to dispel are stifled creativity or artistic expression, insecure, unmotivated, disengaged, or discouraged. And the positive properties are invigorated, childlike, creative, motivated, confident, expressive, and spontaneous. So what you can do is you can put this in your diffuser, of course, but what I really like to do is I just put a drop or two, and it's citrus, remember, so it's really a thin oil. The viscosity is thin, so maybe more than one drop will come out, and that's totally okay. So what I do is I just rub it between my palms and inhale deeply. And I do it a couple times. It smells so good. And you can rub that on the back of your neck. I kind of rub it, like if my hair is down, I kind of like rub it through the ends of my hair, but it's up right now. So I kind of just rub it on the outside of my clothes, and it makes me smell really yummy. And just with the extra that's on my hand. So that's one way to use it. And of course, topically, you can dilute it with fractionated coconut oil and rub it all over your skin. Again, these are very concentrated citrus oils, so they're photosensitive. You want to make sure that you're applying, if you apply them topically, you're applying them in places where the sun is not going to hit directly, or do it at night, right? And let it soak in overnight. So you want to make sure that you're not exposing any skin with citrus on it immediately, right? So I've actually done that before with bergamot oil. I was using it as a little perfume, and one little drop kind of fell on my shoulder. And then I was walking around in the sun for hours, and I got a little dark spot. Now, it didn't hurt, but it was discolored for a while. So that was kind of weird. So anyway, I don't want that to happen to you. So just use this at night, use it in places the sun don't shine, or not in that way, sillies, but use it, apply it under your clothes is what I'm trying to say. So that's Citrus Bliss. Tomorrow, let's see here. What is tomorrow? Tomorrow is Friday. And tomorrow, I think I'm going to be doing clary sage, if I'm not mistaken. Hold on that. I'll have to figure out my alphabet. But that was Citrus Bliss, you guys. This is one of the OGs, like one of my very first orders of dōTERRA a couple of years ago. And I got the original mood support because I knew I needed my own support emotionally, and I knew that oils could do it because of that direct connection between your olfactory system and the seat of your emotions, your limbic system. So this is one of the staples in my home that I do not go more than a month without. So get one of these, give yourself a little childhood in a bottle, and have a great Thursday. I'll see you tomorrow.